know that I could turn werewolf at night. Yeah, yeah. You know that I really me when I stay on site. You on site, yeah. You know that I could turn water straight to wine, yeah. This money fall from the sky and it's on. What's up, guys? Chris here, and I'm back with another amazing video. Today, I got another video by SunnyV2. I think it's the man who lost $204 million on a trip to Vegas. I ain't gonna lie, after the last video, I really liked it, so I think I'm gonna keep on reacting to these videos. And y'all let me know what videos you want me to react to in the future, and what other videos you want me to make in general in the future. But I think with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started.
In 2007, 20% of Caesars Palace Casino revenue came from one single person, Terrence Watanabe. Born 1957 in Omaha, Nebraska, Terrence began life as the son of Harry Watanabe, who founded one of the most successful carnival suppliers in American history, called the Oriental Trading Company. At the age of 15, Terrence began working for his father, and by the age of 20, Terrence...
You know, we never really think about, like, people who work for carnivals. The people who work for carnivals, they literally only exist when the carnival is there. But as soon as the carnival exists, as soon as the carnival just leaves, it's just hundreds of people just disappeared. It's like, where did y'all go? It's like, who were these people? Like,
had been given the role of CEO, after which he'd add an incredible amount to the business. By shifting the focus toward party products, Terrence was able to grow the business from 17 local stores to a company generating $25 million per month. The only problem was Terrence had spent most of his life doing so, and had therefore experienced almost nothing outside of work. The job was all-consuming, say former associates. He traveled for long stretches of time examining merchandise in Asia. He never married. His sister and others who know him say they don't believe he ever had a significant romantic relationship. This was his life, that company. It engulfed him. Having burnt out by the age of 43, Terrence put his share of the company up for sale, eventually selling for an undisclosed amount in October 2000.
That's why I really don't want to work for nobody. I don't really, like, I mean, you're gonna have to work for somebody, but like, I don't want to do no job that I hate. No job that I hate. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, really, if you love what you're doing, like, it's like a passion, I don't think you can get burnt out, bro. Because you're just going to keep on wanting to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really get burnt out from what you love doing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to make this YouTube and this music stuff work. But that's besides the point. Point is, I never want to be in that situation.
After which the goal was to have a charitable and fun retirement. Mr. Watanabe said his plan was to throw himself into his philanthropic work and have more fun. If it's not fun, it's not worth doing, Mr. Watanabe told his hometown newspaper, the Omaha World Herald, in 2000. He then created the Terry K. Watanabe Charitable Trust before donating millions to AIDS and cancer research, as well as various political causes. However, having worked all day every day for over 20 years in a complex business, Terrence found little satisfaction in this new line of work. Donations from his foundation grew, but he soon became restless. Several business ideas, including opening a restaurant, went nowhere. He didn't know what to do with his time, says his sister, and as the old saying goes, an idle mind is the devil's playground. With nothing else to do, Terry began a new hobby of spending large amounts of cash, purchasing one of Omaha's largest and most notable homes, which featured 9 bedrooms, 18
Yo, imagine you get so rich that when you're bored, you just start buying houses. Like, I want to get that rich to the point where I just get bored and start buying houses. Like, oh God, bro. Like, once I get to that status, then I made it. Until then, I have not made it.
Bathrooms, a gourmet kitchen, a custom wine cellar, and a 3-story elevator, but it was rather a venue near this mansion that became his biggest financial danger. Terry began to travel across the border from Omaha to Council Bluffs, Iowa, so he could gamble at the Caesars Horseshoe Casino, which is self-described on its website as a true gambler's paradise, featuring an expansive round-the-clock casino floor, an 18-table poker room, a full-service Caesars sportsbook, and one-of-a-kind gaming areas. Terrence became, quote, one of the casino's top customers and began devoting himself to gambling full-time as his primary income and livelihood source. However, with his level of disposable income...
So people can really make a livelihood off of gambling? Like, I mean, I guess when you really think about it, it doesn't sound too crazy, but like, yo, like, you can really just go to the casino and make bands. Like, you can, like, just, if you lucky enough, you can just go and just make
bands. Like
Vegas. Having struggled to launch any new businesses, Terrence began to frequent Las Vegas beginning in 2005, where his existing gambling habit was intensified and joined with a drinking habit, satisfied only by a luxury vodka brand called Jewel of Russia, which retailed at over $200 per bottle. In that very same year, billionaire Steve Wynn opened the luxury Wynn Las Vegas, and by 2006, 1 year later, Terrence had spent so much money at the venue that the two arranged to meet. Remarkably, Steve concluded that Terrence was a quote compulsive gambler and alcoholic, leading Steve to ban Terry from the casino. However, given this was no
you're giving us too much business, we're gonna ban you. That's crazy.
fix for Terry's addiction, this simply became an opportunity for other venues in the area. Terry decided to take his money over to Caesar's Palace, where a marketing executive promised to give him substantially more advantageous arrangements than the Wynn with respect to player comps, rebates, and other incentives, after which the casino created specifically designed incentives to keep Terry gambling at their venue. He was given tickets to the Rolling Stones, $12,500 a month for airfare, and $500,000 in credit at the gift store. Haraz also offered 15% cash back on table losses greater than $500,000, special high-limit games, and other incentives. Mr. Watanabe resided for free in a 3-bedroom.
So is it exploitation or what? Because you can't sit here and say that they controlling him or like putting a gun to his head to make him go gamble. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they know what they're doing. So is it exploitation? Or is it just them? I mean, it's exploitation because they're taking advantage of his gambling addiction. But at the same time, are they wrong? From an ethical point of view, I gotta say yes. But if I was in that situation, I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna say too much.
Suite at Caesars, had access to his favorite bartender, and was constantly surrounded by attendants to serve his every need, such as a 7-course meal from the casino's Bradley Ogden restaurant, delivered to him while he was gambling, with these attendants later telling legendary stories about his behavior while gambling. Al DeLeon and Christian Kunda, two of Mr. Watanabe's personal handlers at Caesars, say he had thousands of Tiffany gift boxes filled with $50 gift cards or $100 gift coins that he would hand out to bartenders, nightclub operators, security guards, and others. They say he once told a security guard to go to a supermarket and buy every cut of steak, and then proceeded to hand them out to employees. Caesars Palace high rollers of this magnitude are often given exclusive loyalty program status called 7-star.
I don't get it. Like, people get so rich and they just start just doing just whatever. Like, yo, go to the steakhouse and give me every cut of steak they got. like, for what, bro? You gonna eat every steak? No, let's actually sit here and think about this. You're gonna eat every steak in the steakhouse? That's what we're gonna do? That's what we're gonna eat every single one? You gonna sit your dumb behind down talk about some every steak in the... Shut up. I don't know who this man think he is.
Members are wowed by all the fantastic benefits afforded to them, with additional rewards and all-round bigger and better perks, yet the casino then literally created a new tier above this called Chairman, of which only Terrence Watanabe had the status of joining, having been handed what you might call the
VIP status.
ultimate life. Terry decided to stay in Vegas, yet with no intervention and nothing else to do, the severity of his habit began to get out of control. Several employees say Mr. Watanabe would stay at the tables for up to 24 hours.
What? He would stay... Nah, bro. Sometimes
losing as much as $5 million in a single binge. He was allowed to play 3 blackjack hands simultaneously with a $50,000 limit for...
I don't know nothing about no blackjack and nothing like that, but like, isn't that like a big deal?
each hand, and if he won, Mr. Watanabe says he regularly handed out to Caesar's employees bundles of $100 bills that could total as much as $20,000. In the meantime, Terry was visited by a former casino host from his hometown who explained that Terry appeared disoriented and couldn't remember the conversations they'd had in the past. He'd add that Terry was often seen stumbling around the casino or falling asleep at tables placed right beside loud nightclub music, yet the most notable observation regarded the type of machines machines that Terry liked to play. According to one of his former assistants, Terrence rejected any skill-based casino game like poker and instead gravitated toward games with low odds, including roulette and slots. He was considered a house player because slots and roulette are house games. They have terrible odds for the player, and the way he played blackjack, he made it a house game. He made such bad decisions on the blackjack table, but it was only when his brother and sister came to visit for Thanksgiving 2007 that he talked about just how much these bad choices had cost
This man gone bankrupt.
months since the beginning of the year, Terrence Watanabe had lost $127 million.
Wow.
Under the assumption that Terry had more money somewhere, the casino then gave him a $17 million loan, although this by itself should have been a sign that he was almost out of money. On the 23rd of January 2008, just weeks after telling family about his losses, Terrence...
Hold on, my whole thing is, so the casino scene that they done... The casino scene that this man done spent $127 million inside of their establishment and gave him more money so that... Alright, now that's wrong. Like, at that point, I would have been like, yo, get out. Like, go, like, you... No, this is not where you need to be. Like, I'm telling you right now, this is not where you need to be. If you stay one more second inside of this building, you're gonna be homeless. Like, you need to leave. Like, at some point, we gotta draw the line, bro.
his Omaha mansion...
Man, give him $17 million more, bro. For what? For what?
for sale while continuing to chase his losses in Vegas. He managed to sell the home for a price of $2.66 million. However, at this point, it was already too late. Terrence Watanabe was completely out of money. He'd wagered $4.2 million in 2005, $81 million in 2006, $825 million in 2007, and when his family brought him back to Omaha in early 2008, Terry had lost more than anybody else in Las Vegas history, with a 3-year trip costing him a total of $204 million.
This man has the world record of losing money, bro.
To make matters worse, Terrence had no job or income yet still owed the casino $14.7 million, after which Terry put the blame back on
He's in debt. This man went from a multi-millionaire to being in debt. That's crazy.
Caesars, stating that his losses were their fault. Mr. Watanabe alleges that during this period, Haraz not only didn't make him leave when he was drunk, but applied him with alcohol and prescription drugs to encourage him to stay and gamble, leading to Mr. Watanabe 2 to 3 750ml bottles of Jewel of Russia vodka per day every day. No Caesars employee ever limited or cut off Mr. Watanabe's drinking, despite the fact that he was almost always visibly severely intoxicated when he was being served while gambling. On at least one occasion at Caesars in 2007, a concerned companion of Mr. Watanabe, Stuart Mitchell, pulled aside his cocktail waitress and pled with her to water down Mr. Watanabe's drinks. The cocktail waitress refused and curtly responded, "Terry gets whatever he wants." Mr. Watanabe had at least 2 drinks at his table at all times, so that he could be kept in a constant state of intoxication while gambling. Mr. Watanabe's photographs were posted in the employees only section of the casino in order to ensure all employees recognized him and never refused him anything. Caesars employees never attempted to limit or cut off Mr. Watanabe's drinking or restrict his gambling because they understood that any interference with his drinking or gambling could cost them their jobs. In response to the lawsuit, a spokesperson for the casino stated, "We're in the gambling business. We had no reason to believe that Terry Watanabe was anything other than a big..."
I'm trying to figure out, do they deserve a lawsuit for that? Like, are we really about to sit up here and get mad at a business for being a business? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, it ruined his life, but at the end of the day, you ain't nothing but a well-paying customer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna sit up here and act like this ain't a company. We gotta make money. Like, we making money off of this man. Why y'all mad at me? Maybe I'm just messed up. Maybe it's just the way that I think. But if you ask me, I don't think they should be getting sued. Maybe they should ban him or but we won't set up there and suit him. That don't make no sense to me.
Player with huge resources who made an
Y'all
ill
let me know
decision to bet the money
in the comments if this company should be getting sued for that. Because, I mean, it was bad. We ain't gonna sit up here and act like it ain't bad. But we ain't gonna sit up here and act like they need to be... I don't know. Like, being sued is crazy, bro.
Are we going to provide an environment that keeps him very happy? Of course we are. The casino
Exactly,
then
it's a
launched criminal
business.
proceedings against Terry, meaning that on top of everything, he was now facing up to 28 years in prison for the unpaid $14 million. An article was then published in the months that followed, announcing that both Terry and the casino had each dropped their lawsuits. However, Terry's life never recovered afterwards.
My name is Terry Watanabe. I've been diagnosed with prostate cancer.
On the 29th of July 2017,
You got that Chadwick Boseman. That's not funny. Don't you dare laugh.
Terry announced that he had cancer, hoping to raise $100,000 on GoFundMe for treatment, with a description reading, "I've accepted my situation and do not pity myself. But my hope is that you'll find it in your heart to forgive me for my past and help me live long enough to help others in the future." Attached was a video talking about how bad things have become.
I unfortunately don't have the funds to survive. I'm almost homeless. I have no medical insurance.
Although despite this, he was unable to reach his goal, yet still managing to raise an impressive $28,000. In January 2020, Terry joined Twitter before stating, "Today I try to live a good..."
Hey, I hope all them people that you was giving all them $100,000s and all them little $100 bills talking about some go get some steak, I hope they giving you some money and some food and helping you out now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why when you get rich, you need to be helping people. Because as soon as you lose it all, if you was being mean and you was trying to be petty and you was trying to, you know what I'm saying, act like you was better than somebody when you got money, and as soon as you lose it all, you're going to want them same people to be looking out for you. You're going to be looking like this guy.
life and be a good man. Despite my past flaws and mistakes, I've always sought to do good and help people. I hope I can still have a positive impact on those in the future by sharing my story, both highs and lows, funny and sad moments, showing that Terry, quite impressively, now took full responsibility for his own mistakes.
Yeah. That's the end of the video, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm mad tired, bro. What time is it right now? It's 12:42. Well, I don't even know why I'm so tired right now. If you guys like this video and think it was a pretty cool video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, turn on the post notifications, share this video with all of your friends, and until next time, guys, peace out.